spring snowstorm canceled the president's schedule, but it didn't affect his Twitter feed one bit. President Trump making no apologies for congratulating Vladimir Putin on his election victory. I called President Putin of Russia to congratulate him on his election victory. In past, Obama called him also. The fake news media is crazed because they want me to excoriate him. They are wrong. Getting along with Russia and others is a good thing, not a bad thing. President Trump went on to say Russia can help solve international crises, and he criticized President Bush for not having the smarts to get along with Russia, Obama and Clinton for not having the energy or chemistry to do it. The president and his chief of staff were also hot about the leak of a classified presidential briefing memo on the Putin phone call. John Kelly said to be frustrated and disappointed someone leaked that the memo had "do not congratulate" in all caps at the top. On Capitol Hill, criticism that the president congratulated Putin, but more concern about the leak.
I don't like what he did, but I really hate that there's someone in his inner circle that's willing to leak this stuff. And if you don't like working for the president, you should resign your job.
White House officials tell Fox News President Trump may have never seen the memo and its warning. The call to Putin was made early from the residence. Just prior to it, H.R. McMaster and others briefed the president by phone, not in person. Fox News is told during that conference call, the "do not congratulate" point never came up. Sources say while the memo was in the president's daily briefing book, he may not have seen a need to read it since he was already briefed. The Senate Judiciary Committee chairman says he likely wouldn't have called Putin at all.
I think Putin's a criminal. What he did in Georgia, what he did in Ukraine, what he's done in the Baltics, what he's done in London, poisoning people with nerve gas, that's a criminal activity. I wouldn't have a conversation with a criminal.
The former CIA director, a fierce critic of President Trump, said today he believes the president is afraid of criticizing Putin.
The Russians may have something on him personally that they could always roll out and make his life more difficult.
President Trump also again took aim at the Mueller investigation today. In a tweet quoting constitutional law expert Alan Dershowitz's agreement with the president that Mueller should have never been appointed.
I think President Trump was right when he said there never should have been a special counsel appointed because there was no probable cause.
One of the president's biggest supporters on Capitol Hill went so far as to say Mueller should be gone.
He's done enough damage. He needs to go. I'm not calling for him to be fired because of all the establishment Republicans that think they'd have to come after Trump if he were fired.
And some big news expected to come out of the White House tomorrow. President Trump expected to announce new tariffs, this time aimed specifically at China. These are being called protective, not punitive tariffs designed to recover damages from what the president says are China's unfair trade practices. They would be aimed at a number of goods and could total $30 billion or more. The president is also expected to announce investment restrictions in U.S. technological companies. It's believed that China is trying to capture the technological industries of the future. The 2017 U.S.-China Commission report recommended that the United States restrict investment by Chinese-owned or Chinese government entities in U.S. technological companies in order to protect those businesses for the United States.